Yeah, this is got cut off there, but this is Saigon Times Square. I've never been to New York Times Square. I'm sure it's crazy.
Yeah, New York Times Square is something else, man. There's people out, they obviously call it the city that never sleeps. So literally any time of the day you go out and there's just the same amount of people all day, any time, it doesn't matter. And then where's that cafe we were at the other day? Over here?
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah, so there's like rooftop.
No, it's over there.
Cafes kind
right
of
there. Yeah, we worked from this cafe right here.
It's cool, just a sweet view of this overlook.
Yeah. So anyways, I think the last few minutes got cut off, but
yeah, so
what were we talking about?
Dropship conference.
Yeah.
We're very thankful for someone who was selfless enough to build his own business to millions of dollars in profit and be able to just spread that energy and the information to others. Obviously he's profiting off of that too, but he's such a good dude, Anton, that he probably lost or made just a little bit of money on that retreat because he wanted to help people succeed. Like, it struck me how genuine he was by meeting him, just his vibe and also everything that he taught us. But for instance, he took us at one event to the Tiger Kingdom and he just handed out 500 bahts, which is like 20 bucks to 100 people. And he rented an 8th floor apartment on the room for the conference on this hotel for like 5 days, which is very expensive. He rented out different places for us to be able to go to the buses for the sticky waterfalls. But yeah, this one thing just hit me is like he handed out 500 bahts to everyone because that's how much it cost, 500 baht to get into the Tiger Kingdom and pet the tigers. And he just paid for everyone's admission, and like he just did so many cool things for us because he had to obviously pay everyone who was speaking, or at least a lot of them he had to pay who was speaking, and that's not cheap. And he rented out the whole thing, and you know, like it was only like what, 200 bucks or something, 250 for the conference.
Yeah.
So yeah, we said, yeah, we have to make it. I did what I needed to do too. I was working 2 40-hour jobs, and I just kept my eye on the ball and quit them both, quit college, moved out here with about under 3K, and was just ready to go because I was like, I have to make it to that conference.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do that, my whole ball game would have been completely different. So you gotta meet up with other people. Like seriously, we say it so much in our videos, but you really have to.
You really gotta jump in both feet.
Yeah.
So the last part got cut off, but yeah, if you can start out going to any conference, any e-commerce conference, or really whatever you want to do, just go to a conference and meet a lot of people that are on the same mission. Get your mastermind started. Do that. This is basically how it got started because that part got cut off.
Yeah.
Is both of us saved up our money. We found Johnny's video on YouTube because when we moved into my apartment, we didn't sign up for cable TV. We got an Apple TV and streamed YouTube on our living room apartment, 1-bedroom apartment that I lived in with Parker for a year. So I slept on the couch for a year, streaming Apple TV, streaming YouTube on the TV. We had just got back from Thailand on a short vacation. We were like, hey, let's get a job there, teaching, working in a hotel, being a promoter, anything we can do. So we got on YouTube, and you should too. Start typing shit into YouTube that you want to do, how to do this, how to be a digital nomad, how to blah, 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 whatever you want to do. And YouTube will suggest videos and get you deeper and deeper into the wormhole until all of a sudden now you have a lot of information.
Yeah, what you focus on expands, so choose what you focus on. What do you want? That's it.
What do you want? Type it into Google or YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, aka Google of videos.
That's such a small hack, or a huge hack, I guess, that so many people don't do.
They don't even Google how to do this.
They ask stupid questions about things, and it's like, dude, literally everything you ever want to know is on the internet. Just go find it out.
It really is.
Like seriously.
So, and then eventually we stumbled on a video, Johnny's video. Thank you, Johnny, again. My $200 apartment in Chiang Mai. We're like, oh, $200 apartment? What?
That was when it became like real. We were like, oh, well, check it out.
Oh, okay, what's this Chiang Mai place? Yeah. Anyways, we followed Johnny's blog. Check this out. Ho Chi Minh City Hall right there. Anyways, we followed Johnny's blog, and he had recently started making money online, selling shit online, and his friend who we met in Chiang Mai is an experienced e-commerce person, has been doing it for like years, like 8 years or something. Anton put on we actually signed up for Anton's website, which is an informational website. Check it out, Dropship Lifestyle.
It's about to get a whole lot better, by the way, because right now it's $1,000. It's worth way more than that anyways, but he's revamping the whole course, choosing all new videos, and he literally teaches you how to contact all your suppliers in the States, build a website, optimize for conversions, get traffic, like literally everything. So if you know nothing, you want to know it all, it's all in one place. You can go on the internet, yeah, of course you can learn it for free, but literally all the information is in one place, and it's success from square one to the end. So it's like literally how much you're willing to apply it. Like we came out to the conference, there was 100 people, and Amazon's whole focus was focus on this store and make it earn more money. So it means literally like focus on the store that you're already getting money from. And we got there and I was shocked because 5 to 10 people had a store. And maybe 6 of them or 7 were profitable. That was my biggest shock. I was like, wow, I thought everyone was like gung-ho, but I guess not. But then either way, all those people still made it more profitable, made more money, and figured it out. So you got to realize, like, if you're in that 20% or less, then you can make it work, but it takes your effort too. So if it doesn't work for you, just keep trying, or try a business model that is profitable and make sure it works. Make sure you vet the source, but if it doesn't work for you, don't blame the person who made it. Like, just figure out how to put the amount of work in that you need, because a lot of people start blaming the system, and that's ridiculous. It's like
if it's not working for you, you got to pivot. Yeah, you got to pivot into a different business model.
Yeah, and that's a mindset that a lot of people don't have. They're like, oh, this guy scammed me or whatever. People say the same thing about Ty Lopez or any of these internet marketers or just regular marketers. Like, oh, this doesn't work, it's a scam, what if they take my money? It's like, no, they take the money and you're buying information and you've got to do the work. Obviously, so
shit doesn't magically happen.
Yeah, just figure out how to do it. There's a way to do it. All these people have done it, and they're not lying to you when they say they've done it, and they just figured it out.
So yeah, anyways, we signed up for the course, and he put on a meetup, week-long conference in Chiang Mai. So we were like, this is our excuse to just get out there, and this is our excuse to quit our jobs, because the longer you stay in your job, the more you get sucked in. So we both quit our jobs. We met at this conference, met 100 people, and we just kind of lived in Chiang Mai for a few months, kind of saw what was working among everyone. He had a profitable dropship store. Our store was breaking even, but a friend who started with Amazon FBA, buying products wholesale and selling on Amazon private label. Anyways, more shit on that elsewhere on the blog. But yeah, we started doing Amazon a few months later, so like around January, and it started being profitable, but it takes money to start. But basically, you pay attention to what's working and just adapt it. It's so simple.
Plus, the timing is never going to be right, because like that was a conference and we were like, cool, but there's no promise or anything behind that, especially just the entrepreneur life, whatever. But I'm talking about like just an opportunity. You got to recognize it, like, oh wow, okay, all these cool people are meeting up at this one place, and there's going to be a guy who's made millions online, and other people who are literally just living and traveling, doing exactly what I want to do. Okay, well, the timing's never perfect. I mean, I was 2 years deep in college, and I was just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, this guy dropped out of college. That's balls, bro. You guys can do the same shit. I know it's like way crazy, but like
it just worked.
You're
like
gonna
I had
be 2
no
years
idea.
ahead.
I was like,
What you want to do.
I thought I saw an opportunity, and I was right, because it's like all these people doing awesome stuff and traveling and doing exactly what I wanted to do and making passive income. I saw this opportunity and I was like, I have to seize it. I don't care where I am right now, but where I'm going is like completely different. So this isn't gonna, like I said, the means match the end. Make the means match your end and reverse engineer it. And my end didn't match my means in college. I had no idea where I was gonna use that or whatever. So I was like, all right, well, these guys are doing what I want to do, and I'm gonna get the education in the real world. I didn't know anyone in Thailand, whatever. I just moved out. I had maybe 3K, and I didn't even sold my car yet. My dad had to finish selling my car. I didn't even have the money from that. So I had a few thousand, didn't know anyone. I had this business that I made one sale off of, and I lost profit. I knew nothing, dude. I was like complete online business virgin, and I was like, I'm just gonna figure it out. So I did, and it worked, and I flipped the store, and now I'm got, tons of
this guy sold you sold your store for 6,000?
10K.
This guy sold his store after 6 months?
8.
After 8 months for $10,000.
So it was profitable. It was like 10x. It was making like 1,000.
And
I wanted to get out of the niche, and I was like, I'm not gonna say the niche because I don't want people to compete or whatever, or have people flood into the people that I sold the store to, because it's not really fair to them. But sold the whole business for 10x profit, and that was cool. That helped me out, and it helped me invest into other things that I'm working on. And so it's just a process, you know.
For example, Amazon. But yeah, you have to have the mindset of just figuring it out, and going to a conference is a great way to figure shit out, because you're gonna meet people who have figured it out, who are figuring it out, and who haven't figured it out yet, maybe are behind you, and you guys kind of all just learn from people in different stages. People of 2 years ahead of you, 1 year ahead of you, and the same time as you, same progress as you, level as you, and people from behind you.
Yeah, you can learn from anyone, literally. Like Abraham Lincoln always said, I learned something from everyone, and most of the time it's what not to do. So that's true, but like literally you can learn so much from people who are behind you or ahead of you. You know, it's like, I like to think of it as like, you know, in thirds, you hang out with a third of the people above you, a third around you, and a third below, because you can teach and learn. Always be teaching and learning, like, every day. So it's cool, it really is cool. And also, if people are on the similar path than you, even if you're studying the same type of material all day, you're gonna always pick up a different angle. So like someone thinks about some different angle that you never even approached, and you give them yours. And then you just trade that, and that's a mastermind right there. That's so valuable, because you're like, oh yeah, I can just learn about this, and you know about this and whatever, and you spent more time on this area. So that's why it's powerful to meet up. Like you can't do this on your own, man.
Bottom line, if you're trying to get into, start some online passive income, which really, who is it? Like, people hit me up. Like, I met this guy randomly on the street, actually at a bar here. We were watching rugby, and he's a teacher here. And he's like, yeah, what do you guys do? I'm like, yeah, we're just traveling, and we work online. He's like, oh my God, what do you do? I was like, oh, we sell shit on Amazon, buy shit in China and sell it on Amazon. He's like, whoa, like, how do I do that? So I gave him like some notes, and then I ran into him the other day. This is like 2 months later, and he's like, dude, you remember me from the bar, Fatties? I'm like, yeah. Like, your teacher here, the Amazon. He's like, I'm like, how's it going? He's like, yeah, we just ordered our samples, and we think we have our final product. We're getting ready to place our order. Yeah. He's like, yeah, man, that's what I'm after. I'm after just passive income, because I don't want to be held down to one place. Obviously.
I met this dude in Tokyo, and he was like, same thing. He's like, yeah, I'm on my lunch break. He's like 8 years older than me. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'm making good money, but I'm working at a job and it sucks. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I travel around and I live anywhere. And he's like, whoa, how? I'm like, well, I sell this product, yada yada. And he's like, oh, cool. And I was like, yeah, so I'm just giving you 5 websites to check out tonight. Like, that's your homework. I didn't see that guy again, but hopefully I'll come across him in the travels, because he was so enthusiastic. He's like, so thank you so much. Oh my God. Like, you just taught me all this stuff like real quick, and there's just like 5 minutes on the subway. Hopefully I plant a seed, and that's what I'm after. So that was cool, because he's like, hopefully he's doing something cool now. Maybe not, maybe, but like, if you just help people with resources, then, you never know where people are going to take it. And then the action takers 2 months later, yeah, you're going to see someone like really doing cool stuff.
Yeah,
that's rewarding.
There's some action takers out there. I have a kid who, like, I barely know back home. He's already placing his orders just because I hung out with one of his friends. He was there. He's like, I was back in Seattle for 2 months this summer, and now he's already doing it. Either like you believe in yourself that you can do whatever you want, or you can't. There's most people watching this, you can. So bottom line is, Southeast Asia is the digital nomad capital of the world. We're talking about this passionately because we still can't believe that it's actually real. Like a year ago, it's still kind of surreal. Yeah. We're still here, and our jobs are fully online now. Yeah. And we just stumbled upon a random blog, so we hope someone stumbles upon our blogs or this video, because that makes us feel cool, because it's so fucking cool to us that we're still here. Like, we're not even online people.
Yeah. We can just help other people do their thing, and it's like, we figured this amount of stuff out so far. We're only getting better and better, but now we're pretty much good. We know at least how to do it, and so if we need, we can resort to whatever sources online we need to do. But that's how we know how to make money. It's like, if you have a job, that's how you know how to make money. So you need more money, you're gonna go work more hours or pick up some random work, whatever, because that's how you know how to make money. Now it's like, well, we got the online realm, so now we just resort to whatever thing we need to do. There's freelancing, consulting, affiliate marketing, online, I mean, literally anything at all. So now that's how we know. And it's not all glamorous. It's not all like, yep, we just did it, now we're perfect. No, it's like, it was like this, and we're still just going up all the time. It's like, it's not like we're on the top yet, and we're going there though. There's been falls, there've been failures. I don't believe in failure, but you know what I mean?
There's been shit that goes wrong every time.
Like, yeah, and so you have to figure it out, and you just burst past the adversity and just get it done. So it's not like it's glamorous, it's all perfect, but we made the decision and literally we've been full online for the whole year. Even if we've not been making steady money, we were still like doing this life and being able to travel and live abroad while we figured it out and getting paid to learn, you know, really.
Which is actually number one, is having experiences in your life. Like that's why. But if you can do it at the same time, oh my God, that's freaking 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah. So let's walk over here and then we'll end it. Next to Ho Chi Minh.
It takes a lot, but it's like, honestly, it's not all fun and games, but whatever, like it's so worth it. If the ups and downs are what builds you as a character anyway. And like I just got through one of my biggest struggles and there's gonna be more. Like I figured it out. It was like a long time, lots of bull, but like honestly I figured it out and now it's on a different path and it's going better, and then I'm gonna have another struggle and then become stronger and then have to like deal with that the right way and then go to the next one. It's gonna be all good. So that's how it works.
Find your excuse. Hopefully this video or one of our vlogs can be your excuse. In summary, I think we both agree that if you're going to move to Asia, Chiang Mai is the best place to start. Higher density of digital nomads. It's more chill. It's less of a culture shock. It's less crazy. Traffic is less crazy.
It's just a good place to call home too. It's a nice, like I consider it one of my homes away from home. Like you can always go there. There's a new visa that's like 6 months and multiple entry. It makes it real easy for you to just post up. And you know, I feel most at home there since obviously I spent a year there. But yeah, as far as home in Asia, that would be definitely my second home. So, you know, Saigon's cool. It doesn't really feel like home to me. Japan, not really like home, but Chiang Mai is like very homey. It's a homey vibe.
Yeah, it's very homey, very peaceful, very spiritual. Temples everywhere. City of temples. So sick. Like
mountains.
It's right on the mountains. Super fresh air. Always blue sky, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it's been cloudy here,
except for the burning season.
Yeah,
start in March, you will die of haze. You can barely see in front of you.
March, April is they burn the crops or whatever.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. You gotta get out of there.
But Chiang Mai is beautiful. It's rainy season in Saigon, like in the summer. So it's entering December and it's just starting to get kind of clear.
And it's kind of cool. We've been on summer vacation really for the past year. Like we haven't seen snow or anything
He's
like that.
He's from Denver.
Yeah.
I'm from Seattle. We skipped winter last year.
Yeah, there's no winter. I haven't seen any of that, any cold weather. It's cool, yeah.
Look where we are. Like I love beautiful cities like this. I love the energy, and this is just a beautiful city. I love the Bitexco Tower right there. I love all the rainbow buildings and shit. Like all the colors in Asian cities. Like this is nothing compared to Bangkok or Hong Kong, guys. But this is still dope. Alright, let's get a selfie with Ho Chi Minh. So this is the guy the city is named after, Ho Chi Minh. And you can Wikipedia yourself the whole rest of the story. There. Final selfie.
Can you snap pictures of the video?
Anyway, we'll get a picture too.
Yeah, we're with the creator.
Anyways. From Chiang Mai to Ho Chi Minh, signing off in Ho Chi Minh. Find that excuse. Yeah. Do it.
No excuses.
No excuses.
But take this excuse and win.
Make us be your excuse, please. All right, hit us up, motherfuckers. Peace.
Let's see what happens. He wasn't going to fucking help us.
You know who's the king of fucking with the opening acts is Norm. Like,
oh, really?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
what does he do?
But not like he's not. Not that I hate him. It's funny, but. He did this thing to me in San Francisco once. They sent us on tour to promote Dirty Work, right? So I had to open for him. It was all theaters. I had been used to clubs. We go to San Francisco, and Norm pulls me aside, and he goes, "Hey, man, we're in fucking San Francisco, man. No fucking fag jokes." I go, "What are you talking about?" I played the punchline before. He goes, "Nah, it's a club. This is a fucking theater, man. Don't fuck with me. No fucking fag jokes. I seen your act." So meanwhile, without fag jokes, I got like 2 minutes.
Right.
So I got to do 20 minutes. I go out, and he gets me so, he goes, "There's critics here, man. Don't fuck with me." Right. So he gets so nervous. I go out and I sweat through 20 minutes, trying desperately to avoid any homosexual issues.
Right, because the critics are there.
Yeah, right, exactly. He got me scared to death. So I bring him out at the end. I get through the 20 minutes and whatever. So I go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Norm Macdonald." And I had to bring up, he always waited 2 minutes. Like the applause would die down and I'm just sitting there. And then he finally walks out. He takes the mic. The first thing he says, before he says, hello, how you doing? He goes, hey, how about that AIDS? He goes, you know, everybody's always saying bad stuff about AIDS, but I read somewhere where AIDS doesn't discriminate, and that's kind of nice.
There's something nice about AIDS.
Yeah, that's the first thing out of his mouth. And he did an hour of gay stuff.
Wow.
Well, at least that's creative dicking.
Oh,
you know?
no, yeah.
It's fun. Oh, here's Tab Clock Hour.
Yeah, this is like one of those previews when they tell you that the movie's coming out in 2007.
Yeah.
The first day of rehearsal for Dirty Work, I was scared to death of getting fired, right? We do a scene, and in front of everybody, Norm comes up to me and he goes, hey, man, you know that last line? You're doing it bad. And he goes, I think you should do it good.
Good direction.
That's his suggestion.
That's what he said to me.
I got to admit,
But you're missing something.
He's parked out front of the cubby hole.
You don't want that.
But you know what you're missing? As a general rule, people aren't looking to be anonymous. What they're looking to be is a member of a club.
I'm telling you, clubs are dangerous.
I knew a comedian who had this joke, and it involves a real offensive word, but I thought it was funny. He said he figured out a bumper sticker that would piss off everyone in the world. And I said, what is it? He goes, I love niggers.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And he goes, think about that. That aggravates everybody, because it hates black people that got this word that pisses off black people, but you're telling white races you love them. I love I said, you got to make that. He goes, that makes everyone in the world mad. They don't know what to do.
You might have a car that's just completely keyed. It has no paint.
Why don't we make those bumpers?
Because I would love to see a Klan guy walk by and his head explode from confusion.
Hey, we should get...
He doesn't know what to do. What, you love Nick? Wait, Nick, what?
Howard, for TV, we should just get a car and put that bumper sticker on it. Just put, like, a time camera on it.
And see what happens. That's
Come
good.
back and the car's completely demolished.
Tell Goodstein to go out and shoot that right now.
I'll tell you, it was Norm Macdonald.
There's a great
movie.
movie.
That's Norm's idea.
Norm's brilliant.
But I'm telling you, as a general, people
He doesn't
love...
want attribution.
Yeah, no, I don't know he would.
Park it in Harlem and the Deep South and see who reacts to it more.
Yeah, let's see where the car gets the most damage.
Who gets pissed? But yeah, Norm came into the studio once with that drawl. He goes, hey, man, I thought of a bumper sticker that makes everyone fucking mad. I love niggers.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
To change your image tonight for Letterman, it's not going to work.
No, I would never do that. That's like, you know, people ask me when I'm wearing at Carnegie Hall, you're going to wear like a suit. I'm like, I'm not going to wear a suit. You know.
Well, do you feel funny, though, because Letterman's sitting there in a suit and you're in a T-shirt?
Well, like I say, I've done Conan a bunch of times. He's always in a suit, and I look like hell. Although Letterman sometimes will bust your balls about that. I've seen him do that with people. Like, thanks for dressing up.
You know what you're going to talk about already? You've thought it through?
Well, again, that's the beauty of being on, you know, this great show for so many years. I have some stories that I think he'll like, that I know will do well. Like the Rickles story, I think he'll love.
That's a great one.
And the beauty of being on here is it's tested already, and I think he'll like, because I think he likes show business stories, like about Rickles and stuff.
Sure.
And then me and my father at the World Series. See, the problem is you don't have to go through this. I have to talk to the segment producer, you know.
That's the worst.
And thank God I've done a bunch of those for Conan, so I'm a veteran of it. But that's today at noon. So I'm stressed. That's more stressful than the fucking interview, because you're pitching these things to a guy you've never met, and they just sit there. Like, well, you know Frank Smiley, right?
Right, yeah.
He's a good guy, but, like, pitching him I got to tell him 8 stories.
Right.
Conan's going to pick 2 at tops. And he's like, at the end of the story, he goes, okay, well, what else we got?
Right, and never a reaction. You never know if anything's any good.
Well, in the early days when I did Letterman, that was, what else we got? And I would go insane because it makes you feel so unfunny. Like, it's like, you know, I don't want to sit here and do this for Frank Smiley. You know,
I mean, or at least fake a laugh at the end, so I don't go in with a complete lack of confidence in the thing. So I got a couple of things, I think. And he loves Norm. Well, the good thing is 2 people I'm friendly with he loves. He loves you and Norm. Like, he's always said you guys are 2 of his favorite guests ever. Right. So, you know, the fact that I'm on this show, I think will help me. And I got a couple of great Norm. You know the Norm story about him saying the date rapist thing?
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a killer story. Go with that first.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. Well, that's the other thing they do, these segment guys. They put it in order.
So, Yeah, no, I actually heard from a lot of people that you didn't look well. And you know, it's funny, Beth said to me, God, look at those clips of Artie from Beer League. She goes, he's such a good-looking guy when he's thin. He's so good-looking. She was saying, I wish Artie felt like he was a good-looking guy when he was thin. Yeah. He just doesn't.
I'm a self-destructive. It proved it last night. Like, I went from looking like I did on the show to that clip in the movie, and it's a different person.
Does anybody make a point of... Does Letterman say what happened?
Letterman, no.
Does Letterman acknowledge that there were two different human beings, and one in the film and then you sitting there?
You know, it's funny. There was a weird thing. You know, I always love when you do a Letterman appearance and discuss what goes on the breaks with him.
Right.
Now, I didn't get a commercial break, but because it was one segment, but during my clip, he talked to me instead of watching the clip. And I wanted to see. It was a clip. It was a weird thing. It's a long setup and one big joke at the end. That's the scene. Right. So I wanted to see if they laugh at the joke. So I'm looking at it, and he took the time during the thing to ask about Norm. I guess some people think Norm has just disappeared off the planet.
Well, he has.
And he said to me, he goes, do you hear from Norm? I go, yeah, I just talked to him last week. And he goes, God, I really miss him. He's so great. I think he's funny. Please tell him, we want him back. And I hope he's okay. Is he okay? And I go, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's just, doing some stand-up and stuff. And it was weird. And then out of the corner of my ear, I hear a big laugh, so I guess I got to laugh. And then he just goes right back into the show. It was weird,
I'm surprised he even played a clip from Beer League. He hates playing clips.
I don't know.
You were lucky you got that.
Yeah, I was surprised when J.D. said, yeah, you got it. I said, you got a clip played. That's great.
That's a big deal.
And it did get a very big laugh. It was like a good appearance altogether, comedy-wise, but I looked, near death.
So, in other words, Letterman wasn't watching the clip. He didn't notice that there was another guy on screen.
Exactly.
He didn't take note.
It's funny. You know what was weird? You know what got a giggle, too? The fact that I was on screen with Ralph Macchio. And it is a little weird.
Yeah, the Karate Kid.
And he's sort of iconic from that movie.
Oh,
and it's like looking at him and a plumber in a movie.
Anything else, John?
Yeah, we're going to talk about how the evening went, get other staff reviews, see if expectations have changed for this weekend's big opening, and also Gary's going to tell us what happened to Norm this morning, because he was supposed to come in today.
Huh?
Classic Norm behavior.
What is it? What's his problem?
I don't know, man. He was at the party last night, and I was like, dude, really come on, man. I mean, you got an album out, let's get going.
And you know what else? Norm is one of those guys, just to make this clear, that busts your balls. 2 or 3 times we had to change his appearance. And
is that right? I didn't know that.
And quite frankly, we had the Hodeo and stuff today, and we had to squeeze him in. And there was a whole thing. Aerosmith was coming in, but Steven Tyler's sick, and they had to reschedule. But the thing is, don't bust my balls and then not show up. What's the matter with
He's a good man. I love him, but I don't have any defense for him right
He's just Norm. I guess you got to, you got to accept it. I'm disappointed. Would love to have seen him. Anything else, John? Yes, Fafa Flo.
I just want to give you the heads up. We were supposed to have Norm Macdonald on this morning.
What happened to him?
He just woke up. He just called me.
Oh, boy.
Way to go.
Tell him to hurry up and get over here.
You know what he said? He goes, I went to that Arnie thing last night, and I tried to stay up all night. That didn't work. So
sounds like Norm.
We'll hopefully get him on another time.
Hey, man,
what's happening.
I just woke up.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
What? It's not my fault.
When I used to come with him to this show, he would say, get to my hotel like 7, and I would get there, and he wasn't up.
No.
You had to wake him up. That's why he wanted you
I would have to wake him up, and then he'd sit there and bullshit, and I go, we got to go. Then he'd bullshit, and then at like 9 o'clock, he goes, hey, man, we got to go. What the fuck are you doing?
Notice he always was on time for Saturday Night Live, though.
Yeah, well.
Hey, it's funny when something's important to you. I still say he was the best anchor man for Saturday Night Live.
He was. A lot of people say that, and I still agree. Weekend Update was the best.
Why doesn't he just go ahead and do a show like that?
He himself has said, because he himself has said that he would have done that job for the rest of his life. He would have liked to have retired like at 64, like a Walter Cronkite, except doing phony news.
He loved it. He was good at it, and delivered, but they got rid of him with all that bullshit with the O.J. stuff, I guess. I don't know.
What O.J. stuff?
That Don Ohlmeyer. That was cited as a reason why he was fired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Don Ohlmeyer was friends with O.J. and Norm. The joke in particular that Norm did that really... Because when the verdict was about... This is just a rumor I heard. I don't know if this is true at all. When the verdict was about to come out, supposedly Ohlmeyer said, really lay off if the verdict is weird. And after that memo goes out, O.J. gets, acquitted. And the first joke on the Next Weekend Update was a picture of O.J. Simpson, and Norm goes, it's official. Murder is legal in California.
So funny.
So I think they just, after that hammering, were pissed. But.
Well, anything else?
No, that's it. That's what's happening.
All right, thank you, Robin. I was listening to Norm's new album. He's got a comedy album out, Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
It's a funny bit between him and Will Ferrell about the world. Norm is, I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but it seems he's, the things that obsess him the most are gambling and homosexuality.
Ah, really?
Yeah. Hey,
That's
by the way,
interesting obsession.
I haven't forgotten about Artie's movie.
I want to hear what happened this weekend.
Should I say, or what?
Let's wait. Let's wait, because I don't even know.
Okay.
But I just want to get this out. This is a bit. It's about 4.5 minutes long, but this is from Norm's album about what it was like for the first 2 gay guys.
And he knows.
Yeah, this is the first 2 gay guys in the world.
I think he's taking some artistic license here.
Because think about it, who were the first 2 gay guys?
Who figured this out?
Right, that's the premise. It's a good premise.
It's a great one. It's hilarious.
This is the story of 2 pioneers, 2 brave men who went where none had gone before. And today, every gay man owes a tremendous debt to these 2 visionaries. This is the story of Bill Delaney and Fred Henderson, the world's first 2 gay men. Thursday, March 26, 1954, 5 o'clock p.m.
Man, what a great game.
Exciting football.
Hey, Fred, does it get any better than this? I mean, we got football on the big screen TV. We got steaks fresh off the barbecue, cold beer, you know. Hey, all we're missing is sex with women. You read my mind. Sex with women is the greatest, isn't it?
Are you kidding me? I love sex.
Yeah. When you say you love sex, you mean you love sex with women, right?
Well, I love sex, and you can't have sex without a woman, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But imagine if you could. How crazy would that be?
Oh, my God. That would be the greatest. Sex, but no women. That would be like the best of both worlds. And I like women. Don't get me wrong, I just find them sexually repulsive.
Yeah, you and me both. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Hey! Wait a minute. We're not thinking here. I mean, why don't we have sex right now? You and me.
Great. Where are the women?
No women.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
No women. Just me and you, Fred. No women. We just have sex together. No women. No women. No women.
Gotcha. Great. Okay, sure. I'm sorry. I still don't follow. Are the women coming later?
No, that's the beauty of it. No women. Now, you want to have sex, don't you, Fred?
Sure.
Great. So, well, why don't we take our clothes off?
Okie dokie. All right, we're completely naked. Let's have sex. Well, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I don't know what to do here. Oh, Fred, do you have a vagina? Do you have a vagina?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well, let me think here. Listen, Fred, I'm starting to feel ridiculous here. I think this is going nowhere.
Hey, listen, don't feel bad. Live and learn, I always say.
Yeah, let's chalk it up to experience, put our clothing back on, and resume watching the football game. You know, because it's times like these.
Hey, wait a minute. Do you?
Do I what?
Do you have a vagina?
Oh, no, I don't. No vagina. So, I don't know, maybe we should just... Oh, hey, Fred, what's that?
What?
That, right over there.
Oh, this. This is my ass.
What? Oh, no, it's too crazy.
Well, come on, what is it?
It'd never work.
Does it involve my ass?
Yeah, it does, sort of. Well, all right, I'll give it a shot. Come on over here. Bring your ass over.
Okay, here it is. Here's my ass.
Okay. Let me just try this here.
Okie dokie.
Hey, that feels great.
Oh, my God! Oh, dear Lord! Oh, God, Mother of all things holy!
I like it.
Please let this nightmare stop! Oh, my ass is fire!
It's nice, huh?
My ass is fire!
No women?
Oh, my ass is no more! It has been replaced by fire!
This is... Hey, what's that sound?
I'm not sure, but I think it was anal tearing. My anus is being torn to shreds.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh.
That was just me, you know. I was hearing things or something.
Please, I'm begging you to stop. Your unrelenting sexual pounding has turned my ass into a fountain of blood.
This is nice.
Oh! Oh!
That's nice.
There it is. The first two gay guys.
That's really funny. That's great.
So they're saying the first two gay guys were really stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently they were dumb.
Two dumb gay guys.
And they sounded like Harry Carey and Norm. Hey, a little background on that. Chris Farley was supposed to do the Will Ferrell part.
Right.
I'm on the album as well. I'm in a couple of bits. And it took Norm literally almost a decade. Thriller took less time than this album. I take my part 7 years ago in L.A.
Stop it.
I swear to God. And Farley died the day before this was scheduled.
Oh.
Yeah, he was going to play the Will Ferrell part, and I had heard a rough cut that Chris had put down in the studio, and, you know, you can't get any better than Will, but Farley and that maniac are like, oh, my God, you know.
It's funny.
Yeah, a little backstory there.
There you go.
That's the Norm Macdonald. It's called Ridiculous, right? Is that it?
It's called Ridiculous, yeah. Norm Macdonald's new album.
He wrote something very nice to me on the liner notes. He's a good man.
What'd he say?
He thanked me because, you know, obviously you don't get paid hardly any money to do it with him. And he just wrote a nice thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Well, he does have that ability to sort of insert himself into situations with rich people.
Yeah.
And he's with the right guys, too, because I'll tell you, and
Sam's a very generous guy.
But Norm as well, and Sam will attest to this. Sam, who was Norm's best friend the second season of the Norm Show?
Kato Kalin.
You're kidding.
I spent an entire year with Kato Kalin. I know stuff about Kato Kalin. Norm, Kato befriended Norm. I can't get into this whole thing. So we do, the Norm Show was 2 seasons, all right?
Right.
And we shoot the first season of the show. No one knows if it's going to get picked up yet. So I go on the road doing stand-up, and I come back home. I find out that the show gets picked up. In the meantime, you know, Norm is living in L.A. So I get back you got to be back on the set like August 1st or something. So I start moving back out there like July 28th. And this girl, Lori Jo, who Sam's talking about, and maybe even Sam might have called me up and said, Norm wants, to play a big poker game tonight at Norm's, which we used to do all the time. He's come by. He goes, oh, wait, you're going to meet Norm's new best friend. I'm like, who's that? She goes, you'll see. I walk in, and it's Norm and these guys we used to play poker with, and Norm's crazy ex-assistant, this kid Danny Wilson. And Kato Kalin. I'm sitting there going like this, like one of the main characters in the biggest trial of the century.
Well, Ralph is the Kato Kalin. I mean, Ralph.
It's amazing the parallel.
It's a type of guy. It's
like he's the poor man's Kato.
No, I mean, yeah.
Poor man, you're rich.
You got more money than OJ.
No, Ralph's the poor man's Kato Kalin.
But can I just say something about Ralph? There's such a level of entitlement where he always says, I don't feel entitled. But like he'll go to Sam's house, and you would think being in the guest house and having access to servants or whatever would be enough. He was out there one time, a couple times ago, and if I have the cars wrong, tell me, Sam, but I guess the Bentley was parked in front and the Mercedes was parked behind, and Sam left the keys to the Mercedes for Ralph so Ralph could go around and do what he wanted. And somehow Ralph talked the help into giving him the keys and moving it so he could drive the Bentley.
But you got it.
Like the Mercedes wasn't enough, the Bentley was what he needed to be.
These guys are great at doing it, and L.A.'s filled with them. Now, Kato did that whole season, like, systematically. By week 15, Kato was on the show.
Yeah.
Kato got onto the Norm Show.
Kato was looking for a job out of it.
He had
he gets kind of passed around, too, because there was a writer-producer, Kevin Curran. I think he's on The Simpsons now.
Yeah.
He used to be on Married with Children, and the first time I met Cato was after the O.J. trial, and he was hanging out with Kevin Curran.
But he was like in my life. Like, I would go to work, and Cato would be, whether he had to work or not, he was at rehearsal.
And what did Norm get out of it?
Well,
Like,
Norm just said, hey, look, he's a good guy. And, like, we would all go, like, I don't know what's... So Norm got so friendly with him that every once in a while we go to this tennis club by Warner Brothers.
All right.
And we play doubles tennis. And Norm and Cato always had to be a team. It became, like, the 4th fucking grade. So me and one of the other writers would always play Norm and Cato in tennis. And I would tell the writer, I said, listen, if we lose to these motherfuckers, I'm gonna tear Cato's head off. Because if they got a point, and Norm is so competitive, you want to strangle him.
Right.
If they got a point, man, Cato would go like, Howie. And you just feel like going, you murdering fuck, you killed a woman, you helped kill a woman. Like,
Cato didn't have anything to do with murdering a woman.
Well, I felt like saying that to him.
Oh.
But you know, he would make you livid and red with anger, and like Norm and him were just the best of buddies for a year, like he had his...
And what happens that the relationship
They had
ends?
a falling out somehow.
Oh, really?
Of course.
The Norm show got canceled. I came back here. I started here, and then eventually I heard they had a falling out. But it's weird.
I think Cato was Norm's phone-a-friend on Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Get out of here.
So when they were playing tennis together, they always had to be like a doubles partner?
Oh, my God, how
Like, it became like a
And
thing.
you could see how insidious it was. And me and this other kid, we'd play with, like, we used to beat him most of the time, thank God. But
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah, if we lost...
Well, he gets so... Norm is the most...
We got thrown out of the club. There was an incident with David Hyde Pierce. What?
David Hyde Pierce, what a group.
Next to the Warner Brothers lot, there's like this tennis club, and it's like an exclusive club, and it was like Caddyshack. Me and Norm would walk over in corduroys and just say we want a court, and the guys there were like star fuckers. They give Norm a court. He had a show on ABC, so we walk on, and David Hyde Pierce would be there, and he had like an instructor.
He'd be in his tennis whites.
Tennis sweaters tied around his neck. And me and Norm, like, if I lost a point to Cato Kalin, I'd go, fuck, cunt, fuck, and I'd throw the racket, and David Hyde Pierce would get all scared.
What's this?
Yeah, like he was scared. And Norm would like abuse him about maybe being gay, like all this shit.
My
like, and finally Hyde Pierce complained and got us thrown out. We got walked out of the club. Me, Norm, Cato Kalin, and this writer, we got walked out of the club. David Hyde Pierce was looking at us like all red faced, like, yeah, get out of here.
Fuckers.
Yeah, fuckers. And but Cato and Ralph has a lot of those. Like when I'm hearing this, I saw it firsthand, and I'm saying, my God, he's doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, that's wild. Dominic, go ahead.
Okay.
Dominic.
Ralph, do you remember when we were in Atlantic City, Howard, and we got Trump's suite, and all of us are going out and we're gambling and having a great time? Where was Ralph?
In the bathtub. Jerking off.
He spent, I don't know how many hours sitting in the tub.
Yeah, like we were all playing cards. We were beside ourselves, and we got this cool suite because Dominic, has a suite down there.
Right.
And Ralph goes, I'm going to stay behind. And we come back, and he's in the bathtub, like, luxuriating. And was like, dude, what do you... He goes, it just feels good.
But you see why Hollywood...
I go, chicks take baths.
But you know what's Hollywood's so frustrating? I'm sorry, Garrett. About, for actors, you know what I mean? Like, Cato Kalin got a part on the show, and it was like he had jokes... and no one auditioned, like it was just given to him.
He was written in.
And writers had to stand by and watch it. Like, they write jokes, and these writers are like, Cato Kalin doing this.
Like, why would you want Cato Kalin, like a hated person on your show?
But you know what makes me crazy about this whole thing that's going on right now? Like,
closet support once you put St. Christopher in.
And Norm Macdonald is an atheist times a million, right? Like, he's typical, like, intellectual, no, there's no God. And they sent us on tour to do stand-up when Dirty Work came out. We had to do, like, 6 cities. And it was MGM. They couldn't pay us, but they flew us first class all over the place. So we're sitting in a plane from L.A. to Phoenix, and I mentioned Norm. We're, like, taxiing. And I go, oh, man, I always call my mother right before I fly. And she says a prayer for me. And Norm's like, and you didn't do that this time? and I go, no, I forgot. He goes, call your fucking mother.
So my surprise is erotic asphyxiation?
I'm going to heighten your sexual pleasure by cutting off the flow of oxygen to your brain.
How are you going to do that?
Oh, no. I'm not going to say another word until you're all tied up and you still have one free hand.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Are you serious?
Hey, now. Hey, what is it, Ralph? I'm in the middle of something.
Hey, listen, I just made a list of hot chicks who hit the wall.
Yeah, good.
Number 1, I got Brooke Shields.
All right, Ralph, I got to go.
At number 2.
Ralph,
also, I
you're
got
killing me. Shut up.
American Pie. They're all a mess.
Ralph.
I got a watch list, too. Jamie Presley's on. She's got about a year
Ralph.
left.
All right, hold on. Joe in San Diego, make it quick. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, listen, I'm listening to the bitter half, and it's awesome. It's hilarious. But then, as usual, you have that fag Ralph come along with all this fag shit and then fag everything up. Why do you do that?
All right, let me say this, and we don't have much time, but Ralph is very controversial, and I know a lot of listeners would agree with you that Ralph is annoying, but what I say goes, and I think Ralph is funny, and I hope that answers your question.
Oh, yeah, I know. Fags are hilarious. Oh, also, tell Artie that I fucked Dana in the ass.